Hello, my fellow fallopian tubes.
Uh-oh.
Wrong screen. There we go. Hello, my fellow fallopian tubes. Let's get on with this. Yo, that's like saying there's too many baseballs in MLB The Show. You know? That's like saying there's too many pickaxes in Minecraft. The camera feels so freaking close after playing with the static cam for most of the day. I don't know, man. This Minecraft, there's too many stones for me to mine. I don't know, man. I think there shouldn't be as many axes in this sword game. There's some people that like. All right, this seems like it's a little loud. Is this good? Is volume good? I need to know. They think that this game is either waiting for the game to do it for you, or you're getting shafted. When like I still see posts on the, oh my god, I want that gold amulet. I still see posts on the like hyper regular that are like, oh, I finally figured out how to win Gungeon. Just wait till the game gives you, you know, a perfect win, and then you're good. And I'm like, I mean, that will work, but like, I guess you could play poker and just wait till you get the right hands and learn nothing about like strategy and mind trickery and all that. Like, you could win a fighting game by jamming buttons, you know, until they, whoops. Until all the bad guys are dead, but like, why not just learn to get better? I guess that's what I don't understand. People who think that even though other people can do it well, it's probably the game that's at fault. Game is a tad low. Okay, I had the game at 40, and it felt like a. I have it at 25 now because I looked at the last video, and it sounded like the game was too loud. Like there were moments where you couldn't hear us. Basically, with the game, I want the music to be heard if I am not speaking, and then the gunshots should be kind of heard when I am speaking. That's what I'm going for. The music shouldn't be like always going, and the gunshots shouldn't be overplaying what I'm saying. Because I have a hard time watching people play this or even Isaac or something when I just hear like pow 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 pow. And I hear every explosion friggin' mutes what they're saying. I did turn my mic up a little bit, though. So maybe I should lower it. Okay. How much were these things again? 65 each? Cool. Like, right now you should be able to hear the music when I'm not saying anything. But it should still be kind of subdued. Perfect. Cool. I'll check back when I'm done. Oh, I wanted to show you something real quick, too. Alexa, turn off light 3.
Okay.
She didn't do it. She said she did it, but she didn't. Alexa, turn off light 1.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off light 2.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off light 3.
Okay.
Why is that not working? Alexa, turn on Office. Alexa, turn on Office.
Okay.
Weird. Light 3 doesn't work for some reason. Ow. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Shit pisses me off. Technology, just always work the first time and don't ever have any problems. Yes? 1 second. Is Light 3 one of yours? I know that was weird. That is what it is. I have 2 things for the same dude. Sorry, I gotta fix this real quick. I was turning off a light in the living room. I guess I gave 2 things the same name. I can do this while it's looking for it. If I can only get one thing, I'm getting the gold amulet. It's pretty lucky we got that extra key. Bunch of blues, I don't care too much about that. Okay, that should have fixed it. Wait, that should have halfway fixed it. God! Sorry. Let me try it now. Oh, fuck. Now it's gone. Why? Okay, well, we'll keep going while this shit happens. I changed the name of the thing and now it's, like, not showing up. We might not be able to get anything. I'm actually gonna be really upset if we can't get a... Dude, why does the freaking Bullet King always show up when I'm the convict? It was nice talking to her. You, early... People who are new to Reddit are like fucking addicted to it immediately. It's most powerful when it's new. I had a girlfriend back in the day who was pretty into Reddit, and I didn't check it at all. And I remember just like sitting down at meals, like she had got a friend at her job at the time had gotten her into it, and I would just be at meals and she'd be talking, or no, I'd be talking, sorry, I'm trying to not get hit on this boss. I'd be talking and she'd just be like looking at me and I'm like she'd be kind of looking up from, oh fuck yeah, the pox cannon, we're 5 cents away. Plug discovered, setup device, choose group, office, add to group, desk lamp is set up and ready to use, okay. Okay. Alexa, turn off desk lamp.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on desk lamp.
Okay.
There we go. It was worth it. It was worth all the time. All the time that took. Yeah, and I hate to already be at this point with technology, but she makes Siri look like a dumb piece of shit. It is kind of nice that they can work together to some degree. Yeah. Damn it! Where the fuck, man? I am probably gonna check this whole floor for the secret if I have to, because I'm pretty desperate to get gold ammo. You guys know how I feel about the GA. It's almost never in this room. But, you know, why not? But I check up? It's definitely not up. Dude, this sucks. Oh, maybe down here? I mean, what's the likelihood of me getting 1 cent from a thing? Brown chest. Oh, there we go. A brown chest with a nickel in it. So close. So fucking close. Oh. Well, I guess I'll get the backpack. This sucks. Ability to steal? Nope. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh LOL. Now we can hold a second item if that ever comes up. I was kind of hoping that we would open that blue chest. It would have some ability to steal in an active item, and I would feel like I somehow made every right decision without planning on it. But we're still good. This run is still... I mean... I got the pox cannon. Aw, sweet. I'm excited about that. Is it the same sprite for I mean, it looks like it's just one thing. It's each direction, of course, but it looks like it's just one stable thing. That's why I don't really understand it being a separate sprite. But is that the same one that the wax wing also uses? Is it just any flight thing? Dude, you dick. You rotten dick. He should have died before then. Oh, is a slight thing. Okay, that shouldn't be too much work. I mean, from a layperson's perspective, which is probably shit, super insulting. It looks like if it's one, or like the 4, or 8, or however many positions there are. You just make a sprite for each direction that I face. Alright. Yeah. You can even copy paste the regular standing one. I don't think I really care. I mean, I don't care at all, honestly. If the legs are pulled up the accurate amount or whatever. I didn't even notice that the legs are pulled up. I would like some sort of key, please. Some sort of key, you know. Trying to kill one of those beaties. Oh, well, I'm on the wrong side now. I want to set off a beady chain reaction. That kind of worked. They should call. They should add an enemy that's like called a BD Superman and it's like BDSM. Okay, I didn't think that one through. That's why I said it so quietly. That was a non-joke, and I tried to get rid of it before I felt I needed to just finish saying it. So yeah, remember when Apex Legend first came out, right? And Moses was playing it a lot, and Keo was playing it a lot. And I was like, I don't want to play this, especially on stream, just because I think that, like, I won't have a great time. Or I think that I'll complain about it too much, you know? So that's what it feels like when, I don't know who you were watching earlier. I don't want you to say his name. I don't want him to be thrown under the bus or anything. But, like, that's what it feels like when people play games that aren't really their wheelhouse. It feels like they're choosing to put themselves in a situation where they're left with no recourse but complaining. And then they complain a lot. And it's like, this isn't the game for you. Like, and that's how I want people to understand, like, games that I choose not to play. It's not that I'm like, it's not that I'm saying the game is bad. It's not that I'm saying there's no way I could understand anybody enjoying this. It's my way of saying, like, I don't want to be a whiny little baby. I'm already enough of that as is. I don't want to, like, willfully put myself in that position and then do the thing that I don't really like seeing other people do, you know? I don't know. It's strange to me to go like, ugh, this game sucks. Everything about the game is the problem. Okay, here's 10 more hours of me playing it. Like, I'd rather just be like, you know, there are 50 million people out there who will just destroy an Apex and everything will feel right for them. And they'll be really fun to watch because not only will they be doing well, but they'll be showing their appreciation for the game's mechanics and the way it's different from the other BRs. But for me, I'm not going to be providing that. I'm going to be providing the, it's going to be a crying podcast. And that's not entertaining. That just sounds whiny most of the time. Sounds like you don't understand what the point of the thing is. Wow, my aim. It's so good. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's like if I played freaking Madden on stream, I wouldn't enjoy it, and I'd be like, this game is bad, and I would think that it's for fundamental reasons, but the reasons are 100%, I'm not the target demographic. I'm not the person who is, like, cultivated an appreciation of Madden's systems. There's another reason, I mean, that's another reason in general I don't like following game trends. That's why I've been playing essentially one game the entire time I've been streaming. Like, ooh, the M1 multi-tool is actually pretty fucking good. I might use that on the next floor with the Pox cannon. But yeah, let the ninjas and the Dakotas and everybody else and the Northern Lion Super Squad and all those guys that love playing battle royales play battle royales. I guarantee you'll enjoy watching them more than I mean, who am I fucking talking to? But, like, I'm gonna keep playing this game, and probably it's getting closer and closer, like, to people thinking it's literally the only game I ever turn on. That's okay. Like, I'm fine with that. I feel like, God, you fucking ass of a game. Wait, let's do this first. Hey, I get my blank back that I literally just finished using. That makes me so goddamn mad. I don't want controlled demolition. I didn't know you could get blanks from that. Wow. I'd rather junk than a lot of things, like, in that situation. I don't know. Anyway. Chests have been major disappointment. Am I darker than usual, or is it this new monitor I got? There we go. I still believe coming into this floor, especially after the oubliette, has a much increased chance of getting a first room key drop. Whoa! I would be kicking myself so badly right now if I went with the freaking if I went with the fucking thing, the blue chest over the old crest. Cannot think of words. Okay. I think the color, so it's an HDR monitor, the one, Jackie's old one that she doesn't really use. And so I think it just treats color differently. So some of the stuff looks wrongish because I'm used to seeing it. Dude, when I had the 3 monitors going that I was actually using for a majority of things, I had 3 different like color temperatures. I went and screwed with it a little bit, but I couldn't get them similar enough. They were different kinds of displays. So I had so much shit looking so different. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Apes. And it's actually, like, it's still kind of the case with the monitors I'm using now because I have that drawing tablet. The drawing tablet is duller in terms of color quality than the other ones because I have a damage protection like film still on it. But I'm not going to take that off because I'm like literally scratching across the screen with the pen in order to draw. So taking it off would be like asking to damage the screen. I mean, I'm not scratching like nails on chalkboard, but I'm dragging a pointed tool in the direction of the screen, or across the surface of the screen. And that eventually is going to eat through it. Okay, so I guess we'll do these still. Yeah. It's weird to me that she can be poisoned, because isn't that poison that squirts out of her? I'm still a little bummed I don't have the gold amulet, and like I won't have it this run under any circumstance. God, the passive reload on this thing is a fucking nightmare. I mean, I guess either reload. Excuse me? Excuse me? You're too high. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Wonderful. It's the boxing glove. Wonderful. It's the boxing glove. Wonderful. How many? We have 1 spare. Does the boxing glove find secrets? It has limited ammo, but it doesn't look like it even impacts the wall. It just doesn't look like it even contacts the wall at all. So glad I turned in that freaking thing before this. Doing this with multiplayer. This was the hardest room we had multiplayer. I got hit like 3 times in 30 seconds. Yipes. Dude, stop! Fuck this! This is like... This is rougher as a second floor mini-boss than Amokonda is as a second floor boss. Another locked chest. Okay. Okay. That's not true. Especially since I flawless it. But I think I have some killer weapons this time. I think under normal stansums. Normal stansums! That is harder. Under normal stansums, it's harder. What's this big room gonna be? Oh, trap room. A trap room, a trap room. This has been the bluest fucking... Nice. The bluest series of rooms I've ever had in my entire goddamn life. We're getting this. We're taking this. And we're getting some money. How much can we take? Probably 5, I'd say. It's 120... 120 casings? Idle animation. And the thing. And the breach? I don't know if you can even make it work in the breach. Yeah. And again, I don't know anything about anything. Ooh, a little spicy for the pepper. Huh? Hmm? Active item. Alright, passive items it is. That's fine. Then we'll go get this back. Give this one back to her. Nah, we're just gonna take the money. I don't feel like doing the rat this time. I feel like this run can hold its own. Well, you don't have to... You can just replace some of the ones with stable ones. You don't... So how about this? Just have an animation of me going, like, finger up the nose. Or slapping myself in the face. And that's all I do. You replace the frames with it. You could copy and paste. You don't have to do a one-for-one new sprite. You know what I'm saying? You could do halfsy-wapsies. Or 1/10. And I think that's still super fair. You can replace them with... You can replace them with ones... What if you just do the kiss blowing? Over and over. With a little pause of my idle animation, then... Mwah. Because I know the breach ones have a lot. I used to have the my away screen be the convict smoking, and that's a ton of freaking individual frames. You know what? The sponge is not going to be that bad with this particular setup. Dude, I still need what? Table Tech shotgun. I got it right here. High caliber Table Tech shotgun Rubenstein's monster. I cannot believe I haven't gotten a high caliber yet. That's pretty fucking dumb. That's dumb of me to have not gotten it yet. Oh my god, I knew that was gonna happen too. Like honestly, I don't think you need to make any more new frames, like period. It's already crazy well customized. It's already got things like the table slide is so cool. The fucking chest opening animation is so cool. There's so much that doesn't really need to be touched. It's already there. They just need to be up, like, put on top of them. Almost walked directly into that pit. Almost rolled into that pit. So far this run, I don't think I've seen one item drop. I've had to, like, close or shoot away pretty much more blue chests than I ever have before. What am I'm not complaining. I have literally nothing to complain about. I have the sling and I have the void core cannon. I don't need really other things, so I'm just gonna stop. This run's going great. Great despite some opportunities that didn't really pan out. Hey Nate, what's up? How's sound to you? Try something. Right. Well, a little shitty about this. Hey, you know what? If that's from Controlled Demolitions, I'll take it. Game's supposed to be quiet. I don't want the game to be louder than the thing. But is it so quiet that when I'm not talking, you can't hear the music at all? It should be quiet. Wait, there's no music right now. Let me get into combat. I won't say anything for a little bit. In 3, 2, 1. Could you hear that game? Or not combo, but like the sound effects and stuff. Yeah, I think that what I am aiming for. I told to Kyle a little bit ago. Basically, I want it to be completely clear what I'm saying at all times, because I think no one's watching to hear the game, if that makes sense. But the game should be almost like ambient quality. As long as you can hear sound effects between my words, but the words are never overshadowed by the sound effects. But if it's not hitting that mark, then we'll adjust. Yeah, let's let the freaking Gungeon Pepper actually do some work. Not on that one. Sweet! Yeah, because I listened to a little more of the audio from when we were playing earlier, and there were so many times where I could not hear what we were saying because I could hear like an explosion go off or whatever. And it's like, there's no way to get that back, you know? There's no way on a video to repeat back what I said before. To clarify. Clarify. Kill him. Kill him! Damn it. Clarice, Farber beans, and nice candy. What else we got? We'll keep using these two. These two are not bad. I'm making the Shaq face, if you can't tell, though. The Shaq eating some hot ones. or hot takes. Having a real bad time with chess this run. Yeah. We're gonna stand close enough that the Gungeon Pepper does a little work. Because we want these little bad boys out of here. Gungeon Pepper hit him through the wall. Well, I don't know where one of the freaking Zeta rooms is. God dang it. What are you up to this evening? Some Days Gone or something else? Wow, this thing is good, but like, it spends a majority of its time reloading. Is it really like only 5 shots? Okay. Okay. It's only 4 shots? Why did I think the Void Core Cannon was good? Dumb brain. Yapes a doodle. Hi, Roddy. I don't understand what you said there. Oh, they are explosions. They are. They're destroying stuff. They're cat claw style explosions. Yeah, they're pretty contained. That's really great if you can time it for use with the right attack. While it's still in on him. You off tonight, Roddy? Hey, I'm sorry, I don't remember your schedule super well. It's changed a little bit. Nice. That was a really good Old King fight. For as long as it took, as weak as the weapons turned out to be. That was a really, really good Old King fight. My one key for this floor. We're gonna open the brown first. Jesus Christ. Well, we can hold it. Man, shit. Just have a nickel and a key. I don't care. Just a nickel. Halfway there. Thank you. Thank you for trying. Thank you. Did I already destroy this one? Oh, yeah, I didn't have a key when it was on. Yeah, Book of Chest and Anatomy. I actually got the wind-up gun out of it, so... Okay, it's useful for future. It's useful for the future. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Just like, could have showed up... Could have come a little earlier. I'm going to be walking around doing this for a little bit. Sorry guys, this is a super interesting part of the stream where I punch walls the Joker style boxing glove. We already proved earlier that this can find secrets. Oh shit, who made that emote? That emote is sick. Is that a Jakenheimer? I might have to sub to that guy. Dr. Dude. He's no doctor, or maybe he is. I don't even know who he is. Oh, okay. ADR Demon. What does that mean, Kyle? Oh my lord. Where could this stupid... I mean, I'm gonna have to buy a thing for it once I find this, but like... Where could it be? Is it just one of those Oh, this looks like it. Nope, not there. No, it's Dr. Dude. Dr. Dude. This is bullshit. Is it right here? I feel like I already punched in here. Hey! We're good, man. We're cool. Put the gun away. Put the fucking gun away, dude. God. Bellow, you jackass. Hey, Fog, how's it going? So, no second secret room on here. That was a fun use of time. Did you enjoy that spoiler stream I did? It was not a lot of actual discussion about in-game. I get too sidetracked, man. I got a dumb style brain. Woo! Haha, almost lost it. I should have gone to the rat. Okay, well. Should have gone to the rat. I didn't feel necessary. But like, getting some more keys would have been freaking cool. Give up one key to get 2 and some items. What have you been up to recently, Bug? Any games you've torn through with your accustomed swiftness? Ooh. Ooh. Swiftness of skill. Oh, yeah. I actually did play that game, and that game was not bad at all. It's called like Wally and the something beasts. I think I ended up playing that on the stream afterward. It's not bad. It's a little on the rough side. Feels early, and it feels like it needs to find its voice the rest of the way. But like, it's got potential, dude. Like I'm actually kind of excited to be on the ground floor of a game like that. 3? I don't know if I ever beat Sonic 3. I mean, I feel like I did because I enjoyed the shit out of Sonic 2. But I think what happened was I got Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles at the same time. And then I beat Sonic and Knuckles and I was like, why would I ever look backwards? I'm a child. Why would I look backwards at anything? The future is the only thing that matters. Get in the fire. Both of you. Well. Alright. You did. Who's the guy? Who has the music? Is it Knuckles that music is like bum bum ba dum bum ba dum? Hey, come on! I don't know if that's actually what he says, but that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I thought that music was the coolest fucking thing in the world. So what I loved the most about Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles was I guess we're getting this. Okay, that's fine. Was the electricity shield, dude. The electricity shield that pulled coins toward you and gave you that downward bounce jump. That was an incredible protective item. Like, that was so well designed. I don't know why. I guess it's electromagnetized to coins, but like, But, like, I thought that was the coolest shit as a kid. I thought the flame shield was pretty cool as well, but not as cool. Because, like, I'm already going fast enough. I don't need to dash. You know what I need. A shield that pulls coins towards me and also gives me a downward slam. Hey, come on! Ooh, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Get this flame going. Oh my god, these guys. These guys are going to get in the way of my slingshots, and they're not going to take the increased damage. Oh, there's no way to shoot less than all of those. Alright. I'm starting to see the weakness of my weapons here. I have no bullet modifiers. Slings... Of course the sling is good, but like we all know the issues the sling already has. This thing reloads for 4 times as long as it fires. And the sling kind of as well. Between the reloading and the charging. Oh, fuck. Come on. Alright, well that one's out of here. There we go. Nope, I'm done with Dune. I am done with Dune. I was not a huge fan. No fault of the books. I think the book was incredibly good at what it wanted to do. It did what it was aiming for really well. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't personally love big stories of Messiah figures and stuff like that. I get kind of tired of it pretty quickly. I think I talked about it in that VOD. But like stories where you don't get to focus on the experience of normal people at any point, it feels like they're missing such a essential part to the story. Wow, I just rolled right into him. Okay. Like that, it's so important to kind of show why this shit matters. I didn't care for, I didn't give a fuck about what happened to Arrakis at any point. Because one, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be something happen eventually that Paul has to deal with that's like actually a threat to him. But like, the book is all about prophecies and stuff like that, and it's just like, alright, this is the God King that's going to save humanity. He's the everything. What's there to worry about? Also, I don't know... Oh. I don't know about the small scale. I don't know what life is like. Why is this worth... You motherfucking dick game. You dick fucking game. I had 3 keys at the beginning of this floor, but I had to use one to get in here, and I had to use one to stop an explosion. Bundy, huh? Old Bundy B. I have not gotten a single one ammo drop to my knowledge. And my knowledge is pretty complete. I don't know, dude. I see, like, it's one of those situations where, like, I really 100% see the value of Dune as a book, and I'm excited. I'm like legitimately more excited to see it as a Denis Villeneuve movie, because I think it's gonna do well in the hands of someone who can, like, I remember Nate saying the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, after a certain while, it just kind of goes up its own butt a little bit," or something like that. I can't remember exactly the phrasing he used, but he probably said "goes up its own butt" a little bit. But like if you look at the story of Blade Runner 2049, it does such a good job of making it about like showing the day-to-day life of Jay, I think his name is. Showing like what matters to him on the small scale, showing a little bit of life in the town with the prostitute ladies and stuff, and like, you know, even in Arrival, you get just enough of a taste of Amy Adams's home life and like her time with her family to know what she's fighting for. Like, why does she care? In a book like Dune, you don't get any of that. The book just feels like big events for god people and, you know, interstellar barons and stuff like that. And I was never concerned for any of the characters. And I think that's why I had issue with it. Oh my god. Dude. That's what it felt like. Big events for god people. Like, wow, what a bad dodge. And I understand why books like that need to be written. It's like actually important. He's retelling like the story of the Ottoman Empire or something like that. Like, it's gotta be big. It's grandiose characters in grandiose situations. God! That was the only time I've been hit because of using the Alien engine, but like, why am I suddenly taking all kinds of damage even when I'm not using the Alien engine? And again, it's like it's my personal taste to a pretty large degree. So I read a lot of at this point I've read a lot of Neil Stevenson books, and he talks about huge events. But the thing that's present in all of his books is a willingness to show why this matters. He'll bring us down to the level of the every person, just long enough to show us what would be lost if things went awry. It was all Space Kings in Dune, like the whole time. They never stopped being Space Kings. And you know, hereditary witches with control over the breeding practices. I gave them basically like sight into the future. If everybody's got superpowers and that's it, I don't know. It's less interesting to me. It's like the Marvel movies. The reason the Marvel movies, I think, do. Everybody. The only person on my stream that hasn't seen it is Andron, and he's not here right now. So we're all good to go. But I was just about to bring that up. The reason the MCU does so much better than the DCU is they focus on small people. It's not syndrome. No one is. But yeah, they make the people. There's billionaires and stuff, and there's godmen. But they talk like people. They have people things. They like spend their time being people, and then branching out from that. And the Marvel directors are smart for focusing on that. Like, yeah, Roddy's seen it. Put that stick away. Already seen it, Kyle's seen it, Nate's seen it. I think the gauntlet was the stones came back, or the stones separated again. Okay, so this is what happens in the comics. Stones are used. Stones go in different directions. They go into the 6 corners of the universe, basically. Each time they're used up. It was really weird that Thanos used them twice. Right. Yeah, he did return to the timeline. Why the fuck didn't? Well, I don't know. Robert Downey Jr.'s contract was expired? Because why? If we want to be honest about it. I do like that they're setting up the multiverse. They did use the stones twice, yeah. But it was 2 separate people. It wasn't Thanos and then Thanos. It was Thanos and then... Or it was Hulk and then Iron Man. It's the High Priest. The High Priest is going to be hard to aim at. Wow. Fucking dick. Hey, he's taking damage. That actually is perfect. That's the best. Yeah, it is weird that the Infinity Stones don't have that little hint of sentience that, like, makes them separate after use. Damn it. Like they do in the comics. Or is he still there? Yo, don't you freaking dare. Oh my god. Get in the fire. Thank you. It wouldn't be any rougher than, like, okay, so Jackie and I rewatched Infinity War over the last couple of days, last handful of days, and here's the thing. Right, yeah, that's another thing. The Thanos is kind of a fucking idiot. The resource thing might be true on some planets, but, like, we have the space and the ability to make resources enough, but we are a mostly capitalist planet, and that is why people are starving, because we're not using our resources in a way that is really sustainable. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm getting on one of my old soapboxes. Let's just get rid of this. I don't remember. There's that part of the movie, how they ended up with all 3 stones, I don't really understand. But they had to split the teams in such a way that they only had them in 3. Ooh, little baby skeleton. I like little BS. I don't really like this one, but I'll use it. I like this one with synergies. I probably don't need to fill that up. Probably don't need to fill anything up, really. See, they could only have 2 people. Also, I think some of this comes from them not... And those are definite plot holes that are really, really, like, obvious. But, I think those are not... Those are... You could write all those down to the, like, lack of planning. Hey, cool, he got locked out. What a fucking good familiar. Okay, he came through. He's got long arms, dude. Oh, I can just stand here, can't I? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, but like, okay, so what I was saying earlier was the collateral damage of destroying 50% of the population is never really addressed in the MCU, or it is addressed in the post-credit scene of Infinity War, where a fucking helicopter falls out of the sky. After that, think of all the people driving vehicles with, you know, their children in the back seat, where the driver disappeared and then the kids die. Think of all the people who were in the middle of giving operations, who got dusted. All the people that could only operate certain heavy machinery that you know, then went fucking crazy. There's more than 50% dead when 50% spontaneously disappear. There's probably something like 1/3 of the population remaining because of all the freaking collateral damage of destroying half, if not more than that. Right. I mean, you know, we're getting into like movie ruining kind of arguments, which they're fair. They're fair, but like, you know, it's something that Northernlion has been bringing up a lot, where it's like you never once see the Avengers pee in the movie. Is it? You're trying to tell me that they don't ever go to the bathroom? It's a bad movie. Doesn't show them whipping out their ding-dongs. So go pee-pee. But like, these are pretty big high stakes issues. Like, the location of the Infinity Stones is pretty important. The collateral damage of everything falling apart is pretty fucking important. There's some stuff we can kind of just say like, yeah, suspend your disbelief, etc., etc. But like, there are some issues that like just are worth overlooking for the sake of enjoying the series. However, I think there are some that are not great. Right, we're not really like here to find out what happened to every Joe Schmo living down the street. I think pretty much they just said, hey, 5 years ago some terrible shit happened and then we lost a lot of people. Here's a bunch of very tall tombstones that are way out of alphabetical order. Like, why the fuck were those tombstones in random order? That is a plot hole. That is a major plot hole that needs to be explained. No, but they weren't. Like, Scott Lang or whatever his name was right next to someone whose name... Like, he could have found his daughter's name or whatever super easily if he was just looking in the L's. But his name was next to a bunch of random-ass names with different last names. Like... That's the real plot hole. Whoa, that guy was flying. I'm just telling you, go back and watch that part. I remember looking at that very closely. Those names are in no kind of order. Yeah. I think everybody feels the same way. Like, I think nitpicking is its own fun thing to do after a big monumental movie like that. It's just fun. It's not like, I'm not saying the movie suffers because it lost these. They probably were. Oh, shit, baby. Shit, little baby. Don't say a turd. But I also need a key. Is this free? It's free! Well, that's fine. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this. Super meat gun or balloon? We're gonna go balloon. We're gonna see if we can wrap back around to the super meat gun. I kind of like, I know it was thrown as like a silly idea, but like, I kind of like the person on Reddit who said, or on Twitter or whatever, who said there needs to just be a missing poster for Stan Lee and every Marvel movie at this, going forward at this point. So he still cameos in some way, and his lack of appearances is still felt. I really want to watch Homecoming again. Dude, I wasn't looking at that bullet coming at me at all. That's a shrine. I'm like, I am very excited for the idea of a multiverse, and I am very excited with it coming on the heels of Spider-Verse. Because we could see fat old Peter in there, we could see, I mean, Miles Morales already existed, but there could be some references to the Spider-Verse as part of the multiverse, and I feel like they're definitely bringing some of that in. Oh, well, you should watch it. It basically says that the thing that everyone was worried about, like, hey, didn't Captain America going and leading a different life in the past have some negative impact? Well, there's a multiverse coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They say the events in handling Thanos ripped a hole in the multiverse, basically. Sorry for spoiling that trailer for you. Two greens, huh? No, green and a blue. It was a plot hole. It was a major plot hole, as far as I'm concerned. Because he went back... I mean, the entire Agent Carter series wouldn't have happened if he was hanging out with Agent Carter. She wouldn't have been Agent Carter. Nah, it's not a different timeline. It actually is one of the things that most affects the current timeline, was the whole formation of S.H.I.E.L.D. and how that broke apart. Oh, why is it spinning around like that? That was super weird. Wait a second, why am I not using the balloon gun? I guess I can save that for later. Why did they have to worry about putting the stones back? Why did they have to worry about putting the stones back so that they didn't change the way that causality broke down? Putting them back at the right time if he can go and do major things differently. But those things split the timeline after the snap is, I guess, what I'm saying. He's changing the timeline before the snap. You go to the 60s and change the timeline. That leads to the whole world being different before Thanos ever arrived in New York. I think I disagree about that one not being an issue. He got murdered. When they ripped the stone out of his little tiny robo brain, he just laid there as a husk. He never got turned into dust. He was just all grayscale. It's funny to it wasn't funny. That's a horrible way to phrase it. But it was interesting to go back and watch. You know what? Okay, we're going in here. The shrine might be cool. It's probably not, but it might be. That's fine. Green thing. We're gonna destroy you. Like everyone had this huge fucking problem of not killing the person that needed to die in time, besides Thanos and Peter Quill. They are the only people who were willing to kill who they needed to kill in order to stop Thanos. Sucks for Quill that he got Reality Stone. Fucking Wanda Maximoff waited. I think I got a Lead God. Yeah. Wanda Maximoff waited until freaking he had the Time Stone in his hand, when they could have, I mean, then she was going to kill Vision when Thanos was right there, but if she had just killed Vision before he ever got the Time Stone, like, it would have been over. I don't think he could go back to a time before he had the stone. Dude, okay, so another thing that really, really was disappointing about Infinity War on rewatch was, goddamn Vision was useless. He lifted up, he was the first non-Thor character to lift up, what is it, Mjolnir or something? What's the name of his hammer? To lift up Thor's hammer, and everyone was like, wowie zow, he's so powerful. He got stabbed in the stomach one time towards the beginning of Infinity War, and then was absolutely worthless for the rest of that movie. Like, what the fuck was he on not healing himself? Like, doesn't he have density control? Can't he go through the floor? Can't he, like, self-repair? He's one of those goddamn robots. I just don't get it. I didn't see the Captain Marvel movie either, but I am cool with spoilers. That's one I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna pirate it, but like, I'm not buying the Disney fucking streaming service, so. Maybe Jackie will pay for it for whatever reason, because she wants to watch Moana or something. But I'm not paying for another thing. I don't think there's gonna. I've heard pretty good as the average response from people who know my taste in movies about Captain Marvel. No one put it in the freaking Ant-Man camp or anything like that. Which is the trash zone of Marvel movies for me. But I would like to see what they do. I like Carol Danvers as a character a lot in the comics, especially when, like, for all of the Dark Avengers, Civil War, all of that stuff. She's written as a very good counter to Tony. But, you know, these aren't the same writers. I don't know how she's going to be presented. She has a really great, like, kind of snarky sensibility about her in the comics, and if they keep that going, I'd be on board with the movie. I just don't know how they're going to present her. She seemed pretty straight-laced in Endgame. She also seemed, I mean, in the comics she kind of has unlimited power once she gets the whole of her suite of skills. If she learns how to use it right. it was really awesome to see someone just, like, kind of stop Thanos in battle. Like, that felt cool. I love Brie Larson also, so... But, you know, the actor's not enough sometimes. Yeah, but so did Thor. I mean, Thor's basically Superman, too. His power level just constantly rises. Can I just stand here and kill him? Her power is based on energy, it's not physical. The way that Hulk's is. I don't think she can wear it on her glowing power beam or whatever, which is what she would have to do. She's not, like, physically strong. At least it seemed like that's not how they were presenting it. Also, she doesn't seem to be too concerned with the well-being of Earth specifically. That's true. But I mean, the Incredible Hulk is not someone who could take unlimited energy. It just seemed to be lucky that it was based in the gamma spectrum, which are the strongest energy sources in the galaxy. This is one heart. Dude, fuck this guy. Get over here. Get over here, says Sub-Zero. Get over here. It's cold over here. Ooh. No, I know. But it seemed like she didn't care about making sure that Hulk didn't die or Tony Stark didn't die. And also, again, it has a greater narrative impact for Tony Stark to die than old one movie Carol D to die. And that was the real point of him doing the second snap. He died in Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yondu. And it was really touching. Like, honestly. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was better than I was told it was going to be. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Guardians 1 on second watch. Like the first time I saw Guardians 1, I was like, this movie is fucking amazing. I watched it again and I was like, these jokes are kind of obvious. But mostly what Guardians 1 did was add humor, add a direct space comedy to... Oh, fuck. Well... yeah. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2... I heard a lot of, like, about got 2, but I think it was actually better than 1. The stuff with Peter and his dad was great. The stuff with Peter and Quill, or not Peter. Yeah, Peter and Yondu was great. Him realizing that Yondu was his real dad was fucking touching as hell to me. Like, Ego was the right kind of villain, not like a guy with a scar on his face, but like a good-looking superhuman who like seems benevolent but is ultimately twisted and self-serving. I think those always make better villains than just like, this guy got disfigured by a pot of boiling coffee and now he's gonna take revenge on regular Starbucks customers because of he's mad about coffee. You better set your clocks to no coffee o'clock, because it's The anti-coffee man come to save the day, to destroy the day. Excuse me. I'm trying to not get hit here. Hard to come up with a villain's backstory. But like, okay, so there's this movie I watched a little while ago called Source Code. It's a pretty bad movie in general. It's kind of got Groundhog Day. Oh shit! I'm excited to see little Rufus hanging out with his buddies in the breach. Oh yeah, no, I mean okay, so the Hulk or the Incredible Hulk or whatever with Edward Norton, it was a bad Hulk. Iron Man 1, it was a bad Iron Man, and kind of even Iron Man 2 with Whiplash, he was a bad Iron Man. Black Panther was a bad Black Panther. Ant-Man, it was a bad Ant-Man. What other movies were there? Loki was significantly different from just a bad Thor. Yeah. And I understand why they do it, because showing that the hero is the best version of his power set is a good way to show that this is the person who deserves to be this hero. But it's fucking boring when it's done 10 times in a row. Like, yeah, well, that if you said that about Doctor Strange, it's just anybody that uses the mystic arts is the same as Doctor Strange. I could kind of see the argument, but I understand that one. Anyway, flippity doo dah dippity for this video. I fucked up that Lich Flawless, but it was a really good run despite destroying a shitload of chests.